Well, welcome back to another episode of Don't Be Curt. This isn't going to be a review. It's not even really a major repair, but I figured why not share in some of my pain here. So behind me is my 2017 GLS 550. It's my wintertime daily driver. And I have a slight problem with it, or something that I've done to it on somehow all four wheels. So let's go take a look. My kids drive this car as well too. And as you can see, I think no wheel has been spared on this thing. And you can just keep going. This might be the best example, but even this one, I mean, it's bad. And you know, people who see this are ashamed that I would drive this in such a state. So what are we gonna do today? We are going to try and fix this. So first things first, gotta go get some, I guess, flat black paint. I don't know, maybe semi-gloss. I'm not sure. I'm not actually afraid of messing these wheels up because worst case, and I'm not saying this is if I have an unlimited supply of money, but if I mess these up too terrible, I'm pretty sure I can go find some factory aluminum wheels to replace these with in my attempts to repair. But smoothing out the wheels with the Dremel tool, kind of touch these areas of some black paint, should bring them back to what they should look like, and at least not make it so darn noticeable to people who see me driving down the street in the city. So, as you can see, we are in the summertime ride, my 91 E3318, on the way to Home Depot to try and find some black paint. So I'll probably get an assortment just because I'm not quite sure if flat black will do it, although it does look flat on that car. And hopefully I can get a close enough match that the little spots I'm going to touch up where the curb rashes look pretty good when I'm done. And here it is, the Home Depot here in South City, St. Louis. And I always park over here because this is where the checkouts are. And because this car is old school, yep, some of you younger folks might not know why I just did that. So while this video is certainly not about this car, these E30 car is just fun. It's an enjoyable daily driver, and I certainly have enjoyed any opportunity I get to drive it when I'm out running my little errands. Now really, a lot of you guys who are automotive geniuses are probably like, this is the simplest thing. And it really is, it's a simple thing. I'm just kind of showing for those who might not know that sometimes the simplest fixes are super easy. If you don't have a Dremel tool, it's definitely sandpaper and smoothing it down and getting it down and just doing a little spraying, and you can just fix this. I think it'd be a little easier with just polished rims because you can simply just smooth it down and simply paint it, but these black rims with this ugly silver underneath just makes it. Now to the spray paint area. General purpose, rust prevention, premium. I think I will look over here. So I see our glosses, I see our flats. All right, let's go pick a selection. All right, I think I see my candidates here. We got a gloss and we got a satin. And actually, to be perfectly honest, I actually do think it's more of a satin look on these wheels. So for a little bit, I'm gonna be spraying. This should do it. Looks like metal, plastic, and wood and more, whatever. So that's it. Let's get it. So of course, not chancing it in a risk, let me go ahead and buy some painter's tape so I can tape off the parts of the wheel I don't want to touch with the spray paint. All right, we got our paint in hand, and we are off to go home. I'm going to note one thing, and I'm not sure how many of you will all notice this. So you can park, at least for me, I can park far away from people or a few spots from wherever. And no matter what car I'm driving, no matter what it is, there's always someone who's parked right next to me, every time. I mean, I'm flattered that my car attracts people, but there's a reason why I park away from folks. Okay, so back home. So we're gonna try and smooth these areas out here just a little bit here, just to kind of take away some of the rough spots from hitting the curb, which, as I can remind everybody, this is not all me. I think the only one I can claim on this car is this one. It did come pretty rashed up from when I bought the car 2 years ago. So Anyways, and of course, gonna hit this up too because it looks like over time that this has lost the paint that was filling in the letters. Coincidentally, this is the only vehicle I had with scuffed up rims. You know, my 987, nothing. 318, nope. And even the world's cheapest Mini back there has no scuffed rims. So I don't know. I mean, most of them came this way. So whoever the previous owner was, they were certainly doing a number to this car. All right, so after dremeling, this is a pretty bad gouge. So if this is probably beyond what I can do, but I can at least make it look better. Like this is, I remember when this happened, and I have to show maybe in another video what curve this is. There's a piece of concrete that's sticking out that legitimately is not flush with the rest of the curb, and yeah, got me there. But the rest of these spots are smooth now and are ready for taping. And then of course we got some other weird ones like this and this where I can tape up and we'll get these painted. All right, so about to hit up some paint. Might be the dumbest thing I've done. Might be the most incredible, smartest thing I've done. But I'm not scared because I haven't done anything that I don't think a wheel repair shop could fix. But if I do a decent enough job, I've saved myself a couple $100, I think. Okay, so just did my first coat and probably be only coat. And so far, the black seems to be about right, and as it's drying in some spots, maybe I have a win. Now, this isn't the perfect thing, and this is certainly not a show car, but it does, I guess my goal again was to not make it so obvious that this had impacted a curb. Finished, wasn't too terrible, and I don't know, I'm gonna date myself, and I keep dating myself in these videos, so this is definitely a faux pas. I mean, if you get up close, you're gonna see that these are imperfected, but this is not supposed to be a perfect car. This is my daily driver. It's where I haul mulch, my dog, my family and stuff in. It just has to mostly look good. Now, I'm not too terrible on the car. The car does have a ceramic coating. The paint's in excellent shape. Everything else is good. Those wheels were just atrocious, and it looks real awkward with a really nice shiny black coat and seeing these scuffed up rims. So let's go take a closer look at what I did. See? Yeah, I know it's a little extra shiny, and some of y'all don't like the tire shine and stuff or whatever, but I like it, so. Anyways, here's the spot I was talking about. I really couldn't do much to smooth this out. I mean, that was really a pretty good sized dent, and this will require a proper professional to really ever fix that appropriately. But as it stands, that is the front wheel completed. And as I went, I found that I got a little bit better at it. So here is passenger rear, which also had some scuffs over here. Again, not perfect, but definitely much more smoother. I mean, these were jagged enough that if you had a cloth like this or whatever, it would catch on there. And finally on this side, same thing. Definitely a faux pas. You get up close, you might see where I did work. This one's probably my best one yet. This is the area where I had to kind of smooth down, and it is a lot better. And finally, front driver's side wheel. Again, as I went on, the last wheel ended up being my best work yet. You can see here where it was kind of rough. And it looks worse on camera than it does in person, but like I said, it's a faux pas. So the average person walking on a sidewalk would probably be this distance away, so I won't have the cat call saying, dang, what's up with your wheels? So, you got in a car, you hit a curb, you scuffed your rims up. It's not a show car. I think what I just showed is probably the quick and dirty way to get the scuff marks out of your rims so that way it's not obvious. I mean, clearly if this is a show car and this is something you're gonna be taking the car show to showing people, have a professional do it. They have the tools and stuff to make it look perfect. But if you're at home and you're a hobbyist and you got these things like a Dremel tool or some sandpaper and you're good with your hands, simple. This probably took me about an hour total, not including the run to Home Depot, but simple work and looks a lot better to me, not noticeable. So anyways, y'all, thank you again for watching. I'm trying to still hit my goal. Short of the 500 subscribers I'd like to hit by end of summer, but if you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching and you enjoy it, subscribe. If you don't like it, please subscribe. And we'll be back with some more content. And I know I have teased this before. We'll be getting back to the Mini. I'm just trying to do my research still to figure out what I want to do with this. Catch y'all later. Peace.